we are semi-live-ish, and humans are now a lot dumber thanks to the guy on the screen. We have all become much, much dumber, and I didn't think that was muchly possible. As little faith as I have in humanity, because I'm such a pessimist and pragmatist. Now, please take it away, John, from what you... Who is this idiot? And why am I feel like...
Oh my god.
Why did the things have to happen when we went to sleep? It always happens when we go to sleep.
I know. BlackDGamer1 decides to post yesterday. If all your common knowledge of anime is Demon Slayer, Naruto, Inuyasha, Bleach, One Piece, Fate, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Gundam, My Hero Academia, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Ghost in the Shell, then you are not an anime fan. Normies, stay the fuck out of anime.
Wow.
And then anybody that corrects him on that says, you've missed the point of it. Like, basically he was... Oh, what's the term I'm looking for?
You gotta be kidding me.
Shielding him. Yeah, he was shielding himself. And basically saying, even if you disagree with me, you're wrong at the end of the day because I have the evidence to back that up. I'm like, yeah, everyone's like, what evidence? He's like, an article. It's a fucking article from the last reliable source.
Hold on, back up. I had to make sure I was coming across. I had to listen to the dang thing for a second because I wasn't sure if my mic was working after last night. Sorry, okay. I'm being dumb and I don't know what I'm talking about because the simple fact, I crashed. I woke up this morning a little... I feel like John stuck the spirits through my window and made me dumber in my sleep since I found this out.
And this is what I had to wake up to because we were just briefly mentioning it. I didn't think it was gonna blow up by this morning.
Well, we mentioned what the Enoch dude who's is the definition of an extremist. If I've ever heard of one.
Yeah, Enoch, and then out of nowhere comes this BlackDGamer dumb.
Okay. So he thinks if you've only seen Fate, Inuyasha, Dragon Ball Z...
This all came off from a tweet for somebody wanted to ask what's good entry level. Get it? Terms. Entry level.
Yeah.
That means start them off softly, which is
like
understandable.
Libra. No offense, Libra. I know you've seen some of the mainstream ones, so we recommend some of the niche ones like Cowboy Bebop, Goblin Slayer for the extremity, and that. The guy was probably asking a question like that, and being an anime fan, this is why I'm going to go ranting, because I've seen the toxicity so bad. There was a thing on YouTube called the Anime Mafia. I'm not joking.
What?
Yes, back in the early days, there was a thing called the Anime Mafia. With these elitists that sound like this. They would go after smaller people because they were dumb, they don't know what to talk about. They sound worse than this guy. Okay, now, his argument is if you've only seen, like, you know, the ones that were on the mainstream, you're dumb.
Yeah, basically.
And how did he turn, who else does he turn against him? Let the chat know this. This is how dumb he is.
I mean, there is no sanctuary for retards. And everybody liked that thing I said, and they were just spreading it around, which made it funny as hell.
You can't say... So, here's the sad thing. This guy Retro smarter than this guy. No offense, Retro.
And that's just barely.
Oh my god. We're not insulting Retro. We're just using an example from the egg basket of memes we have.
Yo, right when we even said that, my character in Red Dead literally just did that face, like, you know that face where you see Captain Picard and all the things like a
yeah, I've got that picture. I've got a picture similar to that on the as a thumbnail. It's a girl face palming on the freaking computer to really fit the situation.
Right when you said that, that's when he went. He just face palmed like.
So he thinks you're
again with the stupidity.
You're dumb. Okay. Who's dumber at this point? Because of his logic and line of thinking. Young Defiant or this guy?
No,
I mean, Young Defiant's pretty dumb because he thinks he's a high-level thinker.
I didn't know he was ever smart, but okay.
But you know, I mean, I said he deludes himself. So
yeah,
who's more on the delusion level? Dumber.
Oh, most definitely.
This guy?
I was gonna say BlackDGamer gets a little bit more of a nod than Young Defiant.
Alright, now read his tweets, the receipts. It's receipt time because we live in the Me Too era. And guess what, everyone? He's even got Me Too after his ass. How the hell did you do that?
I don't understand.
That's a feat. That's a feat for a dome. I don't know what I'm talking about. To get the Me Too and the SJWs against you, and you're spreading their ideology. Wow. We are all now dumber. What are the receipts? As you were going to try to pull them up before I diverged.
I will. Give me a second.
I can't help it. It's just there's someone this dumb. I was already getting brain fried from the Moors riding last night.
Well, the Moors got you fixed, didn't he?
Why does all the good shit have to happen when we go to sleep?
I just fucked that up. Hold on, give me a second.
Alright, cue the you fucked up! You fucked up! You fucked up!
Give me a second.
Oh, and this will be the only stream I'm doing today, audience, because if I added up the hours yesterday of what I did, it was about 9 hours of streaming.
Alright, I got my stuff walled up so we can...
Ooh, you're pulling what I had to pull on the day of interrogation.
Where's Waldo?
He's a where's Waldo? Is he that bland?
I don't know. So, receipts.
Receipts, this dude.
So, tell me why, tell me how. This is like the worst fucking thread you can ever hear. If all your common knowledge...
When did it start? What was the date it started?
Yesterday.
Okay, now continue. We just need to know when it started.
If all your common knowledge of anime is Demon Slayer, Naruto, Inuyasha, Bleach, One Piece, Fate, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Gundam, My Hero Academia, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Ghost in the Shell, then you are not anime fans. Stay the fuck out of anime normies.
Oh my god, he sounds like a normie. Continue.
So, then he goes off to defend himself right here, because he's got over, tell me this, he's got over 8,825 tweets.
Oh, people are pissed. The anime community is huge, and they're toxic.
Well, I'm saying there's a lot to go on right here, but there's way more than I would even focus on the tweets.
Just focus on him. Because he's the idiot.
He attacks other people on there who can actually debunk his facts there, because common knowledge lets you know anime was, even back then, liking anime, you were obscure as fuck until it creeped up on you in the 90s.
Oh, even in the 2000s, you were considered the geek if you liked anime. It has only been within the past 10
but nowadays, you can go to an anime convention and these hot ass girls are cosplaying, and you can, with the right couple drinks, you can take them home for the night.
I mean,
so can't fucking tell me.
I mean, anime was, even manga, I was the geek who brought manga there, but unfortunately everybody thought when I brought manga, I was like Sailor Moon or stuff. No, I was bringing Rurouni Kenshin with philosophy and stuff, and was just being translated. And I was like, I would hand it to my friend, and he's like, dude, this is really cool. I've got samurai killing people, samurai and samurai? Shit! Why in this?
And Rurouni Kenshin still has one of the better live-action remakes, but that's another argument for, live-action, not live remakes, but live-action in general.
I'm not going to get on to the creator of what he did in real life, but he had a lot of good philosophical things in that original story. On how, like, yeah, you can beat the shit out of somebody to the point you cripple them, but you don't need to kill them.
What you guys think about my cowboy's face?
I don't have the second screen pulled up. Remember, I'm trying to focus on my audience.
Yes, I know. I'm just saying, like, when you get the chance, what do you...
He's probably going to be funny as hell. But anyway, alright.
It's online. Hey, it's online work, so...
Alright. Here's the thing, that where his logic is screwed, and I can debunk it. It's probably as good as VGL. Look, the ones he mentioned, the Fate was what got you in the 2000s, okay? Because Fate Stay Night is just gigantic at this point. There's so many doujinshis and stuff. It's ridiculous.
I bet you anything he's all for censor Goblin Slayer, because that scene is degrading to women, but yeah, you attack women anime fans. So
all right. But let me continue. This is where I'm going to destroy his logic. Fate was a 2000 launch off. It started about 2003-ish, I believe, and it got big in about 06 after I graduated high school. Dragon Ball Z was what was kicking it off at Toonami, when Toonami was still an awesome thing, and you would come home from school. That's what he's going on.
And Toonami was no longer restricted to fucking midnight. It was right when you got your ass off. And they would tell you, they were like, I like the host. He used to say, all right, now that everybody's done getting their, you know,
that
kiddie
host
learning
is legendary.
shows, and the little kids, like, now that the little kids are no longer home on TV, the big kids are home, time to tune into a next episode of Dragon Ball Z. And I was like, I didn't give a fuck if the openings were canon or non-canon, or they would show clips from the films in their intros. It works.
Let's not even forget the rap song, Dragon, Dragon.
Well, that was the original, and then they went with they went with this lyricless one, but the beat alone was fucking like that's when everybody started fighting, and you saw Trunks come across the screen and slash the
why
sword.
it was so good, why Dragon Ball Z was so big in the 90s was that was what the guys would watch. So we would go to the playground and just whoop each other's asses on learning Goku's newest throwdown move or something. Yes, I was one of the delinquents that tried to pull a Kamehameha and got my arm almost broken. We learned really quickly, you cannot fight with one arm. Let's all raise our hands. We did that.
Yes, we did.
Because that was a badass Gohan scene. Okay, don't judge us. It was a badass scene, and we all thought you could just kick somebody's ass with one arm. No, that you're gonna get hurt. But well,
when you're fighting a teacher, you damn sure are fighting with one arm. So I mean, come on now, because what's their cheapest trick? Go for your arm. And I was like, okay, you go for your arm, you leave your balls wide open for a good strike. Whoop-ah! And the teacher's like, that's the only time for some reason people be like, okay, you can use that if it's against a teacher. I'm like, no, motherfucker, I'm gonna use it against you to get the upper hand. If you fight dirty, I'm gonna fight you dirty too.
And the funnier thing is, and as we're going on, Sailor Moon was what the chicks watched. Now, some guys watched it too because Mr. Tuxedo was a pimp in the original dub. I'm sorry. He was like the pimp. He's like, yes, you can see me, and he'd freaking leave, you know, Mr. Tuxedo. Even though we all knew who he was, the viewer, but still, I'm not going into that. And they somehow, instead of the one people being lesbians, they were sisters. We can laugh at the fucking dub so hard nowadays. The original one, anyway. God, I wish we could find, it was hard to find some of the original ones. But yeah, there was that. Then Fate was in the 2000s. Demon Slayer is the new one, okay? The new kickoff one. Bleach, and this is where I'm going to kick his ass. What he doesn't realize is Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto are what kicked off manga here, and anime here in the West. Dragon Ball Z was, everybody knew that, but those three kicked it off big time. And it was because of, and that's why there's a title in the anime community what's known as the Big Three. And those are the Big Three. And hi, Dustin. And it's hard to acknowledge the massive influence they had. I mean, everybody was doing the Naruto runs back in the day and all that stuff. Yes, I've seen the memes. Don't get me wrong, I've seen the damn memes. I never did it because I didn't have that cable. Let's not even forget, Yu-Gi-Oh! Came out at the exact same time for people to get in anime card games. I'm not going to get into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Logic of the first season. How does Stone Soldier destroy a moon? And it gets rid of a field card. We're not going there.
Did it really matter back then?
No. How does that fusion work? And it can. How does the thing destroy Mai's wall? Or a catapult turtle destroy a castle in the sky? But we're not gonna go off it. It didn't matter back then. It was cool. The card game hadn't come out yet, and when it did, man, those rules were really easy to break. I'll name one card that could kill your opponent real quick if you just had a monster deck.
If it wasn't for Battle City, we wouldn't have a lot of rules. Kaiba's like, nah, I need to come in and do this shit because he knew he had to break rules to get as far as he fucking did on Duelist Kingdom.
So he introduced the tribute system. I loved it when Joey, in the very first anime, he's like, awesome Flame Swordsman. That won't work, buddy. Didn't you read the rule book? Huh? Damn you, Kaiba!
Yeah, but then there'll be times where they would alter the rules saying, okay, in this special match, only the strongest, monsters that are only of that high level, you don't need the sacrificial material, but you can only summon your high level creatures. So they, oh shit, how the fuck? That was when they went against that 5-headed elemental dragon within the virtual version of the Shadow Realm.
But yeah, I'm sorry. There's some stuff, but those things were massive influencers in the West. So to shit on those and call them a normie, no, those are nowadays we call those gateway entries. And no, I don't recommend you watch the first 100 some odd episodes. Come on.
You can skip. Well, shit.
The basic one for guys, I recommend. Here's what I do for guys. I recommend the Broly movie for Dragon Ball Z, the first Broly movie, the Return of Cooler, and oh shit, what's the other one that's really good? The Sand Battles. I usually recommend those two. And then I recommend go watch the first 3 seasons of Dragon Ball up to the Frieza arc, if you want to get that good on Dragon Ball. Because
a lot of people, when a lot of people got into the Cell games, the Cell Saga, out of all the Dragon Balls, the series has a Terminator vibe, especially.
I know, but what I'm referring to is it's Zenkai Boost after Zenkai Boost in the freaking first 3 seasons. And shit was bloody, death. Death was almost permanent back then. They had the death rule. It's like, oh shit, well, Chaozu can't come back. We're fucked. You know?
But then they limit it to where there's only a certain amount of times you can bring somebody back. And
that's why I always say look at the freaking first 3 seasons, and if you want to continue, go from there, or just watch season 3 in general, and get a summary of what happened up till then. So yeah, that's where this is where it's going, and then it's after that that's when it's. Oh, and by the way, Cowboy Bebop's dub is legendary.
I like that.
I mean, every episode is literally a jazz song. Ballad of the Fallen Angels, come on. It's literally an awesome revenge story.
I'm so glad I finally sat down and watched Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I recommended that to you even. And a Ghost in the Shell? What the fuck's wrong with you, man? You don't even need to watch the show. You can recommend somebody the classic 1993 movie. That, by the way, before you say is bad, Ghost in the Shell created the Matrix.
Oh shit. I know I'm Latino. I immediately picked up oregano from the fucking ground.
But you know, it was thanks to Ghost in the Shell that we got the Matrix, right?
Oh yeah.
So people don't want her to think that either. I'm like, dude, the Matrix! The Wazowski brothers even said the Matrix inspired them to create that awesome movie. So there again, your logic is flawed again. So if you're gonna call the Ghost in the Shell for normies, you've just shat on everybody's favorite Matrix movie, the first one.
Yep.
So then again, there's his go, and he says and also let's not get for the fact that those big 3 started awesome cosplayers coming in that looked hot as hell. I'm sorry. Although you better find some way, you better have some smooth moves when you go to Anime Matsuri or some convention that I know to score one of them things, because they got standards.
What's fucked up is that when I was working at one of my jobs, this guy was like, one of the managers, he looked at me, he was like, "You're so wrong, John." I was like, "What do you mean?" He says, "I heard what you just said, because I said that the girls that go to the anime conventions, they're the ones that talk shit about themselves on a daily, so their standards are low. They go dress up as the hottest anime character, look like the character, and then boom." I was like, all you have to do is just play to that side, and boom, you can just take them home. And he just looked at me, he was like this, "You're so wrong." I was like,
no, you're right. If you just play to what they know, you could probably have a one-night stand, but the problem is where I live, it's hard to find a fucking cosplayer, but I know
Look, I took one home. I got lucky and I took home a Suicide Squad Harley Quinn.
Oh, I saw somebody the other day, it was like, why is people mad when Harley Quinn, like, you know what I mean? Don't realize it too much with the Harley Quinn. On Birds of Prey. Someone I know.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with her performance. That she's acting the way she should, but you're clothing her up, which that's not what she's supposed to be.
I know, but I saw a video today that made me laugh so hard. He was making fun of Birds of Prey. He's like, you took away the sexiness of Harley Quinn because you want to add too much realism to her. People don't look at Harley Quinn and Birds of Prey for that. We look at her because swinging the bat and all that other stuff, and the sexiness.
Yeah, both. I know there's not a bear growling right next to me.
And do you know how many Harley Quinn cosplayers there fucking are? So, that's what I found funny about the Birds of Prey. It's like, oh, it's like, no, you shat on a bunch of favorite women's characters.
Oh, you scared the fuck out of me, dude, because I have the sound in my head, and you already know animals in this game can fucking... it's basically more realistic Far Cry. They maul me, I will lose a limb.
It's you might have heard the dragons. I'm in a part where there's dragons.
The dragon sounded like a bear. That's why I stopped for a second. I was like, oh, that's how there's a bear right there. I'm dead.
So yeah, and Goblin Slayer, regardless of what you want to say, that was the first episode just to show you the threat of what a goblin is.
Great
After that, it kind of, it still was brutal, believe it or wasn't it? But it had a niche shot back.
It had a good story. People need to overlook the part where they're stripping the girls.
But that's only to establish the threat of a goblin. I mean, come on, you've played an RPG. How many times do you laugh at a goblin pops up?
Yep.
I mean, you're not going to take a goblin serious. They're the lowest level monster in any freaking RPG. A tabletop, a goblin comes in, you're just like, basic trash. So, the first episode from a narrative standpoint, and I get this as an offer, is to establish a threat of a laughable thing that everybody laughs at. I mean, that's like trying to make a slime extremely threatening. It's a freaking...
Yeah, but those goblins that you see in,
Goblin Slayer don't play around. They adapt and everything. So, it proves that if they can think, like if they had like the orc mentality, you know, they're freaking dangerous.
I like how the Goblin Slayer was able to take down a fucking, was it a giant? A fucking giant.
A hobgoblin.
No, wasn't he a giant or something? Like,
he was a bigger hobgoblin type class.
Alright, I'm getting close, good.
He was a bigger class of goblins.
I never seen that one before. I never seen Jupiter Ascending. Yeah, BlackDGamer is like, he's so fucking retarded. I was like, it was funny. I said, look, maybe we should just send this to VGL and he'll...
No, VGL did it for us. He looks like he wrecked his entire gateway. And, you know, I don't mind that, but if you pick the one thing that guy did was he shat on some of the anime community, and I'm almost scared if some bigger YouTubers like that were Anime Mafia ex-members, Beneverworld, Arcada, and a couple of these bigger ones come after this dude. He is dead.
Oh yeah.
GB reviews. I can name a couple old things that have been around forever. Mr. Correxia.
But you can see the cards that he'll play.
But these guys have been in the community forever, and they're just gonna wreck him so bad. And they'll wreck his career.
Oh yeah.
Because it's also funny is most of these guys, they not only enjoy anime, they enjoy Marvel Comics. And then not the big one, like, you know, Walking Dead even. So they've already read Western stuff, so it's funny as hell. And some of them are one of them I know plays Halo like crazy. When there was still a Halo server, by the way.
Oh god.
Everybody remembers that Halo 2 server. So yeah.
Yeah, bro, I gotta sneak in here.
Alright. You think we've wrecked Enoch, that guy, enough, and my logic a little bit, and his, considering I'm still tired from last night?
No, you need rage.
No, I want to go after Enoch next.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
We can deviate and come back to him. This is the second idiot of the world. Why would you say you buying a game on sale, you're not a gamer? What the absolute fuck? Buy it directly from the store. Actually helps too, the companies, and when they have the flash sale, it benefits both ways. The reason people got pissed at the $120 game thing was because, you know, even...
It doesn't make sense.
Okay,
my target.
I can give you a good argument. I mean, yeah, some Game Pass does it, but the thing is just the price of a fucking console to a degree. You can go buy a 2DS for that price. You know, the nice flip-up one. Or a handheld for that price. That plays a bunch of ROMs. So, that's where that guy's logic falls apart. And that's where people are like, whoa, raise Game Pass, and Microsoft retracted that because they're gonna lose money. I've always said for years, and that's why how, you know, Disney has gotten wrecked. And Full Run, whatever side you're on, I don't care. Disney got its ass wrecked because people canceled Disney Plus because of the Gina Carano thing. And they're still getting wrecked. I heard they might replace it with the guy.
This is online, Edward. You wouldn't tell the difference because the online is like so much like the real game. It does its own. You're your own person without being driven by a narrative.
Oh, my controller doesn't die extremely fast.
Here we go.
Ed,
Got my target.
It's mainly I kind of try to use it like hook it up to the cord right before I go to sleep and stuff like that. Or if I'm not using it, I plug it up to the thing.
I have a thank goodness I got a built-in charger on my attachment thing at the bottom, so I can just place it on there while I'm sleeping. Boom, by the morning.
That's basically what I do. I don't have the built-in the dock thing, but I put it on the freaking wire charger and I go to sleep. So it's always charged when I come and play.
Oh, that mother.
Occasionally when we've been doing it so late, I've actually left it off the charger, and then I'm like, oh crap. But yeah, you can kind of save your money with that way, Ed. That's one way to do it. With battery things, you put it on when you're gonna go out for whenever you go someplace. Put it on the charger.
They just messed up my good fucking jacket too.
But yeah, so we're peasants in his eyes. I mean, and has he never developed a game before? Working with any engine is insane. Flying, just creating a normal web browser game is hard as hell. Because I've worked on a scripting, help script somebody, not coding. I'll tell you one thing, code's a bitch.
No, I was saying, Boron, they brought back Gina because they knew they needed her, because also the guy who was playing the Mandalorian himself threatened to leave if they didn't bring her back. They know they'd be in a bind, so...
It was with your subscription, too. Money talks, so Bull Run, you can shut your mouth on that argument. I was right. How much money did they lose in a day? If you look at the prices, subscriber loss, they lost a ton.
I did lay down. I'm not sure right now. I can get up, and I took coffee.
So yeah, my controller don't charge when the PS4 is off. Why? Did you put it on the wire cord while it was on before you click it off? And do you put it on sleep mode, or do you just fully click it off? That's the secondary problem.
I dropped the target. There we go. I brought him back alive. Alright, Retro. Go think about what you did.
My god, what did you do to Retro?
Go sit in the corner and think about what you did.
Well, that would be...
Ruined my good jacket, too.
Oh, you clicked your console fully off. You don't put it on rest mode. That's why.
I don't put my shit in rest mode unless I'm downloading something.
No, but you know what I mean, on the, where it blinks, so you have to hit the thing. That will charge your controller while it's on that mode. And Ed's been trying to charge it with plugging it in fully off, and that won't charge it.
Oh, tough.
That's why I said that. So Ed, you need to put it on sleep mode-ish and put the wire on, the cord on the wire, and then that will charge your controller. That's why it keeps dying.
Okay.
But yeah.
How do I get all this shit off my clothes?
The $120 subscription was outrageous. Just because and why do you think it's a bad thing to buy games on sale? Do they not his logic is also flawed there, because buying games on sale helps more physical copies get sold since they're there.
Exactly. It helps people actually get the hand, because there's people that are not going to pay for it, but you want them to experience the game, so why not?
There's nothing wrong with buying games on sale, even physical, right, Libra? You went out somehow today.
No.
What'd you get?
Oh, you didn't get my message that I didn't find anything.
How do I holster my gun?
Oh, you were doped? I said something like you're dope, but I heard you had fun. That's all I got. I was hoping you had fun.
No, I messaged you saying I didn't find anything in the website that warranted me to go out. So.
Oh, I thought you said you went out and we're going to just go out anyway.
I was, but then they want me to go in and out of the store real quick. I can't exactly stay there and browse and browse and browse. They want me to. So I'm like, okay, I go to the website, and then I looked up stuff, and there was nothing I wanted. So I'm like, no, I'm not taking a trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
But even with that, you know,
right,
buying it physical still helps them.
Who fully off John Orange mode? Well, that's the orange mode. Well, that's the thing. There's nobody being hostile towards me. I'm just looking how to holster my gun all the way, and I know you can do that.
But yeah, there's that in a nutshell. But yeah, so I don't find a problem buying, and also buying used games. If you buy them used, isn't that bad either, because let me tell you one thing that people forget. Most modern games today now are just freaking massive installation discs. But you can get a way around it, say Cyberpunk 2077, which is now on the PS4 store, so you're gonna have to buy it physical. Ha ha ha. Although I don't agree with the fact that they got the Witcher free source code stolen from them, because I was explaining to Libra, the problem with that source code being stolen basically means someone can use the Witcher 3 just like RPG Maker.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy is gonna get wrecked. So how many people are after him now? What all did that not Enoch but the anime, I mean BlackDGamer? How many?
Yeah.
What all communities is he pissed off besides the anime?
All of them, basically. And I mean, you got, well, what you call the, what did we say it was that's all on his ass that he got on his ass now? Cancel cult, like everyone wants him canceled. Woo! See, why can't cancel culture work for the benefit and not for the aggressors?
Hey, I don't mind you putting an aggressor person down that needs to be put down, cancel culture like this. Put them in their damn place. But stop canceling people that aren't doing anything wrong.
Ow! I'm an idiot.
You do the opposite effect. For once, clap, clap, clap. And not clap in a way that the Enoch was using it. Clap as in an applause. I hate that term.
Well, I imagine people are going to go after Enoch pretty hard too, because he's really, really dumb.
I mean, okay, you're buying Game Pass and you're buying games at the same time. That's double dipping.
Yep.
I mean, sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
You're
canceling when the aggressors who don't deserve cancel culture use cancel culture. I think it's just to make them feel good.
Oh, by the way, Ed says congrats on the 50 subs to you, Lieb.
Oh, thanks, Edward. I worked on part 1 already, but I'm gonna work on part 2.
All I gotta say is I'm looking forward to the Anita Sarkeesian roast. She's gonna be great to get burnt. Because I'll say this, when Libra does investigation videos like that, he looks up, he goes digging.
Where's the wagon?
He found videos on Meme Star that were gone. Or on eBay that are hard to get a hold of. So when Libra investigates something, yeah, they're gonna be, well, looked up to a degree. So look forward to that special. But you have 2 controllers, so does. No, I have 1 controller. Ed. I have the one I bought my PlayStation 4 with still. I never bought a second controller.
There be the fucking wagon.
So I only have 1 controller, Ed. So because.
Oh, I landed right on my fucking tailbone.
Ouch.
I have 2 PS3 controllers, probably, if that's what you're referring to. That's PlayStation 3, and they're both the non-Sony one, and they both cost some type of issues. They're by Uplay.
Bounty Hunters, I could work with that. Bounty Hunters.
But yeah, the amount of stupidity that was said by that Enoch X was hilarious. And then when he goes on VGO, VGO tries to be civil with him. Holy crap.
It was a shit show.
It was a glorious shit show.
Oh yeah. Shit show, but a glorious shit show.
You rapping? You ran home? That's hilarious, G-Bang. G-Bang, the black gay guy, that guy is dumb as hell. How did he, what is his logic, G-Bang? Please tell me. He seems as bad as that Enoch X. Why did he even say that? What does he mean, a gatekeeper? That's the dumbest thing I would never call myself a gatekeeper. Does anybody know what a gatekeeper does? They sit there and smoke and drink and have to watch a gate all damn day.
I know, right? I
feel sorry for the Canadian people that have to do that. Leave, I'm sorry with your outfit, people who have to do that all day. Airport. That's gotta be the worst job.
Shit.
My job is easy, but...
No, I'm referring to, you know, you have your Canadian... that you've seen the memes of. Where you gatekeep. So I said, I'm sorry to hear about that thing. For any Canadian that has that job.
I like this game gone. I do a lot.
So, yeah. Good thing is I might have work tomorrow. Finally, the blizzard's died. Until it comes back.
Shit.
Get me out of my house. I will go insane. Actually, I almost went insane because of Corona-chan almost nearly drove me batty had I not met you guys in time.
The mutation has begun.
Oh, that's Sparky. Here.
Libra will never get off here his password. Every time he sees Spock, he's like, he sees red.
Spock, come on. Hey. Come on.
I'm like,
okay. What?
Even Young Defiant doesn't gatekeep
one of his
anime.
Xbox homies called VGL. Oh! So he went on that damn podcast of his like VGL said and ran his fucking mouth when VGL gave him an actual chance just to, because all VGL did was go get some fucking food. No offense, VGL, if you're hearing this. I'm just swearing because I normally cough off the cuff on this. I can't believe humans are just stupid. Just like Agent K said, humans are dumb, stupid animals. Usually people are flat. Did you ever look and see what happened when the radio people did the War of the Worlds trick on them? How many people panicked? They were stuck with stuff up their chimneys back then.
Whenever you're ready.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit.
So, and the I'm dumb and I don't know what I'm talking about is a True Scotch or a Young Defiant reference?
It was a J-Tech reference.
A J-Tech reference, my bad. J-Tech reference. I can't remember, there's been so many people we've memed on. But yeah, he seems like an Xbox extremist to the extreme, and he seems like one of those rich kids who, even though from what you've all told me he's not rich, who just was like, he got the best toy on the playground and decided to be like, ah ha ha, you all suck, you all suck. Then everybody just kicked his ass. For his arrogance. That's public school for you, everybody. Tribalism.
Yeah, at its best.
I guarantee you.
I wonder.
How much you want to bet that that Exenoc guy was the one pizza, awesome. Was the one guy that got knocked off the playground so many times for being that asshole?
Probably.
So yeah. It's why would you?
This chapel? What's in here? A dead body that I'm hauling?
Well, you hire or haul a lot of dead things. Remember?
Mr. Smock.
Hey, look. In this game world, I have $50. That's rich.
Hey, yeah, you can buy off October. What about you? How many?
I can buy off a fucking saloon if I wanted.
Oh, Ed wanted to ask you, Leap, how many controllers do you have for your PS4?
Currently, I have 2. The other one sadly doesn't function anymore, so I got 1 right now.
Okay. What button broke?
If you really want to be technical.
Okay. That's okay for asking that, Ed. Nothing wrong with asking questions like that. It's a podcast. Ask whatever you want. I just have one rule, and so does John. Don't be a dick. That's it. You can say whatever the heck you want. Other words, basically be civil. Sad emoji hamburgers.
We've been called uncivil somehow, but...
I'm an uncivil monster.
I know, and I'm uncivilized, saying, "Oh, we went in there to see how you do." I have no idea where that guy's gonna take that trilogy. Fuck, what was on here? Great, looking at this just fried my brain. Looking at Red
What
Dead just
doesn't
fried
fry
my
your
brain.
brain sometimes, John?
I got no idea. Well, time to get on my horse, Roach. Let's go, Roach.
Did you name him Roach for the one after The Witcher?
Yes. And he looks like him, so.
He's fuck.
Hey, I take good care of my horse.
Are
Oh,
you
you
good
have 6,
boy?
damn.
Yeah, you're a good boy.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
G-Bane. That's his logic. If you're poor, you
I
don't
give
belong
it a
in gaming.
chance.
What the hell kind
Yeah.
of... That's insulting not just gamers, but almost everybody in the economy in general. I mean, even when you passively mention money, that's due to circumstance. You don't flaunt it. That's the dumb... Even in job society, the dumbest thing you can do is flex your paycheck.
Why did I just do that?
To your, huh? Your ex-employer did that? Yeah, that's the dumbest thing you do because then you make all the other people hate you. Does this guy not even know basic job etiquette? I mean, that is dumb.
Yeah, I'm not Keo. I know how to take care of my horse.
What? Roach was fine. He just wandered off a lot. Oh, neither do I, as well. Yeah. Edward says, I like John, what he's doing, that he's playing games he has before, but really doesn't spend his time without spending a lot of money on new games. Exactly, you don't have to spend tons of money when the game first released.
And I already have a fucking back catalog, so...
Yeah, and also you can, there's nothing wrong with waiting for the game to go on sale. You're still buying the game from the company.
Keo, this is the best deal you can ever get. 50 cents for some beer and whiskey.
Fuck, man. If only things were cheap in that society.
I'm having a drink.
You know,
it's damaging my
the
player's
day they
liver.
create virtual reality where you can full mind dive into your character is the day society will just not go to work anymore. We don't want to spend too many times role-playing as, like, our version of the guy from The Witcher or on Red Dead Redemption.
If you can make money like that online, shit, I wouldn't leave. I'll be like this, alright, I'll spend 8 hours in work, I'll be right back.
Then society will truly stagnate.
Only come out from my lunch break.
I have to, it's when you go, I'm sorry, prostitute, I have to unplug for a second. Huh? My avatar's gonna run wild, I don't know what it is, but I have to unplug for a second, my real body needs food. But you're right here! No, this is only a stimulation of my brain, according to Matrix.
Yeah, I know.
I actually have to go eat the protein food, which is actually something funny if you get why they were doing that in the Matrix. The goo was they were shooting the proteins and stuff that they needed, and then if they went in the Matrix, they could eat actual food.
Yeah.
But people who figured out this isn't real food, it kind of ruined it for them. I mean, that's like telling somebody how bologna's made. You're never going to enjoy bologna again. Which I'll never forgive my friend for doing that to me as I'm eating a bologna sandwich. On my damn break.
How do you feel about the spiders?
On what?
When you went to go see The Hobbit.
Don't bring that up. I nearly strangled him. What bite was all the Hobbit extended editions were on sale when I bought them. So I bought all the Hobbit extended editions.
Yeah, and they extended that part. Yep.
And so I saw the extended editions. I didn't see the normal edition. No, I saw the extended edition. I bought them all on sales. I'm confused. Wait, Edward says he's confused. The tight says he's like Witcher 3 and Bloodborne, but not Red Dead 2 and God of War. John has probably Witcher 3 and Bloodborne. I have Witcher 3.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, I got all that.
I have it on physical for my Switch because it's the freaking Switch, and I can play The Witcher 3 Go, and I can do either Triss or Yennefer. Who doesn't pick the redhead? You've been with her for 3 games. Why the hell did you pick Yennefer? I don't give a shit about canonology.
I know, but women like that is what began our toxicity to hot women. Like that. To women like me.
Plus, she's a redhead. Do you know how much fun redheads are? Okay, that was very typical stereotype for probably sexist, but I'm sorry.
Like...
It's actually true.
Chat just went sound, they're like, nah, Keo, get out.
I suppose I have to do this.
Damn, you see how fucking big this map is?
Oh wait, it doesn't help matter that my character right now is a redhead. Haha.
Blackwater. Damn. I forgot this is a big ass map. I'm gonna go find where the alligators are. And I'm gonna touch
Oh god, there's alligators in the sewers? I have no Switch, I thought about it. Oh my god, why'd you think it was for babies and little kids? Dude! They have put... Switch right now is making Sony look like a bitch. Because they're bothering to take all the uncensored titles and to be like, oh, you uncensored it? Well, fuck you. And devs are like, wait, we can go to you and you'll give us for cheaper? Yeah. Put your fully uncensored game out here. So I only buy certain genres on Switch. The ones I know I can't get. That Sony decides to be a bitch for. The only one that did a catch-22 on Switch was Fairy Tail. Which I know pissed off people that were... And then I'm gonna relate this to... Oh, wait. Where's Blackgate's logic? Fairy Tail was a big anime too. Why didn't you bring that out? He should have brought Fairy Tail up. Does he like Fairy Tail, even though there's no character death?
The censoring of panty shots will not be forgotten.
I will. That was the greatest sin, and that's one of my biggest videos. Is the Fairy Tail one. When I was saying, go buy Switch, screw Sony. That was during the days when I was...
oh my god, he's still being... That dude is still being wrecked.
Well, how did you wake up woke culture to go against him? That's the worst enemy ever, and only celebrities usually have that happen to them, like Trump. Yes, I went there. The PS4 Pro and the 5 are still not being rude to you, in your opinion, because that was a bit better. No, what we're... Oh god, Edward's going on these... John, please read Edward's reply in my chat, please, and answer him my logic.
PS4 Pro and 5 is still better, not being rude to your opinion, because it was a bit better exclusives. Well, that's the thing, the generation proved that, yeah, they had the... That's where they had over Microsoft a lot, was their games, because they knew to just make their games and not make services. Yes, Xbox... There's the thing, they suffered for the long haul, but that long haul is now stagnated.
And Sony decided to go to Pandora Office. But that won't stop us from buying a PS5 or an Xbox if we can get around it with the dev kits and stuff, correct?
Mm-hmm.
If Sony PlayStation 5 put that damn dev kit in there, you don't know how many people are buying PlayStation 5s like crazy right now?
Even more so than what it already is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, people are buying the Xboxes like crazy, but, mostly for the dev kit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how their games are selling. That's why I want to know. If people are buying it for the dev kit. And quite frankly, there's nothing wrong with a Sony versus PlayStation. That's why they're consoles.
Mm-hmm.
What I would truly like for Microsoft to do, make it so Steam works on your fucking Xbox! Do you know how much more money you would make? No, you're too stupid. I know, he's too stupid to figure out. Ask Valve, hey Valve, I'm gonna throw some...
He promises, here's the thing, he makes promises for shit that's 2 or 3 generations down the line.
And then when he gets to it, everybody else has figured out how to do it. Because you gave away your idea. Which is stupid. That's not good business practice 101. But by with the Switch being superior to Away, I was only referring to how they like to have uncensored content and stuff like that. Yes, you suffer the graphics and frames per second problem, but what does it matter from the quality of a storytelling game and the playability of a game?
Yeah, but the exaggeration that people who look into resolution and all that, or you know, frames per, they really take it out of proportion. They say, oh, if it's not at this particular setting, the game is unplayable. Says
the frame rate police. I already delved into that. I've researched it.
I mean, Libra, you got a 4K TV, you're loving it, right?
I can be honest, Switch can only go as far as hold Red Dead 1.
Yep.
It would only be able to hold Red Dead Redemption 1 and Undead Nightmare at the most.
You know how I'm amazed CD Projekt Red got to crunch into a to play on there, The Witcher 3. I don't want to imagine how much of a programming nightmare that would be. Oh yeah, that's right. A9X, you don't know about programming, do you? You praised Xbox, but you don't praise CD Projekt Red for somehow figuring out how to do that. That's incredibly hard, but made them ludicrous amount of money.
What the fuck was that?
That's something I can't stand about people who don't bother to look into programming ends. I don't know who's worse, Xbox fanboys or Sony fanboys.
See, because of JTech, PlayStation has a bad name, and the Xbox fans only come out when Phil Spencer says something, and they're like, "Well, where's the sources?" This is Xbox's source. Trust me, bro.
Smock, I'm busy.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, the PS5 has the capabilities that, at least when the start of this generation, the start of our other generation started, was at the PC's capabilities. Just because it's behind by one generation, as long as it can do what it says it's going to do, it doesn't matter.
And let me throw a monkey wrench in your argument over a computer. Can a computer still emulate perfectly Nintendo shit? No.
Oh, don't hear that. You'll bring the Hell's Gates on my channel and yours.
I don't give a shit. Since when have I ever cared?
I know there's a new Transformers movie coming out. It's called Beast Wars, which have no humans in it.
Thank God. Get rid of the humans. Woo! Get rid of the humans.
Beast Wars takes place in space anyway, so how the fuck are they gonna really get into? How are the humans gonna be into space unless they have a bullshit reason? Oh, we have given you Cybertronian-based human suits that allow you to
unless they become Halo.
Like, no, fuck that.
That's the only way it'll work is if Halo.
They're not gonna go that. They're not gonna go that far.
If they become like Spartans. All right, Xbox fanboys are saying God of War can't even jump at Dark Souls. God of War has the reputation it does for being good because of good long-time game development. They took their time developing the game, developing the lore and everything. That's why we've been talking about it a lot. That's how you make a proper...
Who wants me to skin a wet wolf?
John, can you tell them about how you make... why God of War is so good, apart from polish, development, and everything like that?
They take time with telling their story. I mean, you didn't think... Here's the thing, when you play all the God of War games, God of War 3, even as a trilogy, God of War 3 has a payoff to destroying the Greek pantheon, but once you go through all of Kratos' background, oh yeah, you're like, you know what? Y'all fuckers can die for all I care. And but you're the one that does it.
They also care about the quality of their game. They didn't mind delaying it as long as you got a good story. Is it not a good continuation, and it is built for a fan base that knows the God of War verse.
That knows the lore, and they were like this, and it's answering the question for years, assuming, is there other pantheons? And the director was like, yes, we're gonna take you that far, there is other pantheons. Okay, so how do they know each other? That is something the fans are not mad, because like, you know what, that's a secret we want to know throughout the games. We don't want to know it in your first establishment. You threw us into the world, we're trying to figure all this shit out, and already realize the apocalypse of that world about to happen.
Let me give you a comparison. Dragon Ball Z versus Dragon Ball Super.
Super? Okay, I know.
No, with
Super has its...
With the building of the expanding of the universes.
The universe. No, yeah, see, Super does good with that. But the thing about, I don't know why people, because a lot of people for years saying, oh, they should go back to the style of Dragon Ball, but do it in a Z form. Okay, you have Super. Then they still bitched about it. They went back to not only making it the violence and the fighting, but they also added the humor and the heart from Dragon Ball, which Z was just constant bloodshed.
Bloodbath. People like Z for the bloodbath. I mean, plus you were a kid when you were watching it, and you were taking. We took this argument. We just brought this subject up. How many of us thought we could fight one-handed when we were a kid and almost broke our arm? Exactly. Argument ended.
You're doing that, and I'm gutting animals to sell their parts.
Hey, Goku had to kill some animals.
I remember one time he got hit with one of, you know how they have those ancient and like those enemies that are just like random enemy types, like those big bears with swords and shit. I remember one time Goku got hit with the sword right on his head, and the shit broke. They were like, impossible! I'm the greatest warlord of this region, and Goku's just like, powerful, poof! You're dead with one hit from that. And he'd be like, hey, can you wake up? We need to keep fighting. Dudes on the ground, eyes roll back. You know they're dead when the eyes are, like, it's just white.
I was just gonna say, the stupidity of Goku's deafness is hilarious at sometimes. One of my favorite scenes is when he figures out the Kamehameha by looking at it one time. And Roshi's just like...
he did it, yeah, he figured it out.
He's
I
like...
remember one time... Did you ever see the joke? Did you ever see the joke where if Goku says, so, if... And this was uncensored Dragon Ball, by the way. He says, so... if I move my thing in that certain way, I could shoot a blast from there too?
I know, I remember that.
And I think there was a joke. Didn't he actually, didn't he like pee so hard that he shot a Kamehameha?
No, I don't remember that. But I do, my favorite scene is Roshi's face. It's like, the kid just used a move that took me 50 years to master. I was laughing so hard.
Even though it's on a basic beam level, it's not a big ass wave.
I know, but he figured out how to...
Even Krillin's is like, I can't even create a stick of the Kamehameha. And then Goku just shoots it, and all he does... I mean, even Roshi was like, you just blew out the engine of my car. He was like, because Goku don't know what that is.
Do I want to laugh at the fact the first tournament that Roshi won against Goku, Goku destroyed his money at the buffet?
What made me laugh was like, does anyone remember that Goku can shoot the Kamehameha through his feet?
Oh yeah.
Because all he has to say is Kamehameha and put his 2 feet together like this, and then poof, and he took off like a rocket just to hit Piccolo, and Piccolo was like, what the fuck? He's like, huh?
People tend to forget that about the older Dragon Ball. It didn't.
And a lot of people forget that Goku, the Kamehameha, is not just a direct beam. The shit can move. He chased Raditz with it. Raditz actually ran. Raditz was like, what the fuck? This shit can move? He was running until he decided to stop it, but even he was like, oh fuck, okay.
Because he thought Kai Blasts only went straight.
And he changes, and he didn't know that they could charge up. Because, yes, Goku and... At least, because him and this guy were both in like the 700, 800. Yes, tag teaming together. If Raditz didn't try to keep them separated together, they would have been able to knock him down, but... Raditz still had the power, which...
I'm gonna laugh a little bit more just because of the simple fact is, oh god, what is it?
Shit. I walked right into a standoff.
You did what?
Oh, that's kind of racist. You had to... That's kind of racist. He shot the black guy. Oh, it's a Spanish guy. Never mind, then it's okay.
Hey.
It's nothing
what
racist
about the Chinese?
This is just brown on brown crime. Are there any Chinese in the West? Do you see Chinese in the West?
Yeah, they are. They're the little servant dudes that were the exotic servants. And
outrage edits. Just leave me links and I check out anything. I'm in a completely new town, by the way. Oh shit, they expanded the map further.
John Hola.
What?
It was what my chat had said.
Oh yeah, but oh my god, I just barged right in. Dude, fix me up.
Do I want to mention how messed up it is in the Red Dead Redemption world? Death is cheap.
I don't give a shit.
Oh wait, I killed somebody? Okay, here's $14.
I like that you can either look at this catalog, or you can just literally walk up to the item on the shelf and just look at it and buy $6. So $6 for what? Chewy tobacco. You can get that for $2.25 at the 7-Eleven. Fuck you.
Wait, you have a 7-Eleven in your town?
Yes.
Oh, you lucky little... I haven't seen a 7-Eleven in years.
I have a 7-Eleven, a Wawa, a Circle K, a fucking... Oh, a gunsmith.
Are you trying to stereotype your
It does it by itself. I ain't gotta do
the
shit.
fact that you have a 7-Eleven and a what's next? The Polo, what was it? Freaking chain. I can't think of what the old chain was.
Oh, I can customize my right. I can customize.
Let me
my
guess.
things?
So you're gonna tell me you have a Godfather's Pizza in your town as well? Oh my god. You do, don't you? I was joking! Why, you got some of the best pizza? Do you have a Little Caesars as well?
Little Caesars, Papa John's, all on the same block. Keo, there's a street. There's a street that I used to live near that had, when you would go down towards my middle school, all across the street from each other was rival churches. You had Pentecostal, you had the Temple, you had the Catholic, you had the Christian, you had the Black Church, you had
We're not
all
gonna get into
Latin
churches. Churches have always been that way.
No, but here's the thing, they were all on the same block. I'm like, is it that necessary? One is enough, maybe one per neighborhood, maybe two, I can get it, you got multiple, like, really? Imagine walking down the street and you're like this, you're like, I attend the other church. Well, what about the Pentecostal church? Well, I'm gonna
blast myself, sound like
we give you
blasphemy.
cookies.
In the small towns we live in, there's usually like 4 churches. In the small town.
That's a damn shame.
So basically,
yeah,
like, if there's like, are you Lutheran? Are you Catholic? You go, wait, I go to the church up the street. Oh, blasphemer! Oh, and you better not tell your girlfriend you're born on Halloween.
It doesn't bother me. I've what?
My birthday's on Halloween, so I'm just gonna say that much. And I had a religious girlfriend, and I made sure never to tell her that. And my friends decided to. We were talking birthdays, and they get to me, and they knew it, and they didn't know how much of a zealot she was. She literally looked at me and called me Satan spawn. Because my birthday was Halloween.
I mean, you weren't. She wasn't wrong,
but it was. Everybody's just looking at her because you know how how chill I am. It's just like, what? They're like, wait, you've been dating each other for like 2 months, and you find out, and you're ditching him because his birthday's on Halloween and doesn't match your belief.
What is wrong with his head?
Because every time the birthday conversation come up, I'd always deflected or dodged it. People were gonna go, well, that's one of the things you first say on dating. Not when you know there are a bunch of zealots around.
Bathroom.
Target is activating. Round 1. Watch out.
Oh, got a Ferris launch down. Nice.
Round 1. Burst is almost gone. The enemy is down. It's
Smocky, want it in. Stay quiet. Smock.
I'll tell you, lucky. One thing I'm lucky, and it's the one game I would save if my house was on fire. It's my Final Fantasy IX copy, which is still a black label copy, which was one of the first release copies that has the original disc is in it. Or the other mass producers, they took off like Zidane face was on disc 1, another face was on disc 2. And the black label one's actually, you know, I mean, hard to get with the original disc is still in. Most copies you buy off the net usually will be although I saw him play Asia and I really want it, but it's like $100, like it ridiculously expensive. Final Fantasy IX for Switch, you know, I mean, the remastered one, a physical copy of it. It's like, screw you! Why do you have to be over expensive?
Charge me that much? Jeez.
Like that, you know, they charge a ludicrous sum for it when you could buy it like dirt cheap on the normal system, and it's like double the price. And I'm just like, why? Why do limited print games have to be so ludicrously expensive when the real game's not as much? I don't know if Libra will play his Switch. I've been begging him for months to play Three Houses, but he refuses to. Even though he bought it for his birthday.
I got so much back catalog.
That's your excuse every time.
Oh fuck. Stupid tiger.
I've not been playing my Switch recently, Ed, but because due to the streaming and stuff of YouTube, but before I took YouTube as serious as I do now, I was playing it a lot. A lot more than my PS5. I mean PS4. God.
I'm gonna throw something at you, Smock, if you don't shut up.
Do please. Just don't hurt the mascot too bad.
Smock, hey!
Fellow viewers, I hope Spock is okay.
I haven't thrown it yet. Lay down. Come here. You want it in. Come here. Sorry, audience, my cat likes to be stubborn and misbehave. Hey. Lay down. Lay down.
Let's check something. Oh, still can't do it.
It's fine. Fuck. Go. Bye. Next time you tap, you're getting this thing thrown at you. Fuck.
Oh, Edward, you want to hear a funny story about Xboxing? About Xbox in general? I knew a guy whose Xbox actually exploded. Like, quite literally exploded. Because he was an idiot and was actually sick with a bad flu before Corona came around. This is the aughts. So he played it for like 4 days straight, no rest. Made it super overheat and boom. Yeah, I think he might have been dropped on the head too much as a child.
Ow.
What happened to your PS4? Don't... Ed?
Fuck.
You should still have the warranty on it, so you shouldn't be in too much trouble.
Damn shitty tiger.
Oh wait, you're playing Dark Souls, that's why you have a tiger. Like, tiger? Dark Souls.
Yeah, there's a fucking tiger in here. It's no tiger.
There is no spoon. If you don't ever get the reference to that, that's a Matrix reference, by the way, audience. Because I know some people don't watch the very first Matrix. Or have seen it because, you know, older movies. But it's the scene where Neo's trying to accept the Matrix and, no, I meant if I did that if I was... No, playing something 4 days straight, everybody knows you don't do that. It's just common sense. With no resting of consoles. When you start hearing your consoles start maybe screaming or something, you might want to give it a rest. At least at least one thing you don't have to worry about, Ed, is the Red Ring of Death. Do you remember that fiasco, don't you, Libra?
Yes. Because I had one.
Ooh! I know, Ed, we're just talking about console problems in general, and how some of them are funny and some of them aren't. Okay? Just chill out a little bit. Not saying yours does, it's just... talking out. Red Ring of Death for a 360 was something every gamer never wanted to see. And some people would get it right as their warranty expired, like 2 years or something. Remember? Remember some people who never had it and then all of a sudden it would appear, like right as their warranty expired? Oh, that was like such a kick in the balls.
Fuck this DLC.
And what makes it funny is, it didn't matter how well good you took care of it. If Red Ring of Death happened, you were just dead. Ed, you're not flowing much sense. What do you mean? Is your PS4 broken?
It's not functioning, or what's wrong with his console?
This is where he's losing me. If you're panicking, just calm down on typing, because
there we go. And my light out, the light in the fucking glasses. I have 20 gold bars and $208 in Red Dead. That's rich.
I'm not gonna just admit that, you know, nowadays some stuff like that is laughable at prices, but back then how the economy worked, it's funny.
Simple words, the economy.
It's the economy, bro. That's what every other. Nobody cares as long as you don't mess with the economy.
Oh shit! I didn't even see Sega Lover was here. Said Nerf before. Sega Lover was there in that video. I saw that he was watching the video of BlackDGamer1 getting destroyed by VGL.
Oh, Sega Lover, you lucky dog. I probably was asleep when that happened.
I know, me too.
I was there for the Enoch one and had a great laugh live on our stream because we were at it for 9 hours total streaming together yesterday. Which is why this one episode won't be very long, hopefully. Do we have any other topics we have to beat around? Of stupidity?
We'll always find something. He says he remembers, he was there.
What happened?
He says he was there, he remembers.
Oh.
Shit. I dropped something.
Oh, you have the stock problem. Yeah, the inventory problems is a thing nowadays. But your PS4's not broken, is it? Because we were just joking and talking about the Red Ring of Death, which I bet you had, John.
I hadn't it because at the time, the guy my mom was with, his son pulled the cable of the Xbox right out of the wall because I didn't let him use it. I'm like, you have your own. Fuck
no, the
off,
Red Ring of Death.
Yeah, that's what he pulled the thing out of the wall and caused my sister to have the Red Ring of Death even beyond. They said they weren't unable to repair it either. I'm like. And then when my mom said, oh, you need to buy my son another system, he just said no, and he made me go back to, even though I had, lucky for me, I still had a PS2 with a whole fucking closet full of games. I didn't trip, but that's not the fucking point.
You don't destroy it for no reason.
Oh, but then if I punched your son, I'd be the bad one, and you try to attack me. Good luck with that one, bitch.
What was another gaming problem?
Kyo, I found a church. Where's the religious zealot Kioma?
I don't need to do that. I'll watch a movie on Tubi probably. What was that one movie you recommended me before I was about to fall asleep? The documentary.
Hell Health.
I need to watch a conspiracy movie on Tubi. Like alien conspiracies or something.
I know. I'm trying to remember. Shut up, Simon.
Simon, I'll blaming on you.
Yeah, and you're gonna end up in this graveyard along with all these other bodies. You know that cemetery up the road. Bad
I'll
things
pet
happen
cemetery
on
you.
that road. No, I can imagine my dog would turn into the fucking mask. That dog from the mask.
Tell John, where is the person now? Huh? Oh, that person, that's the
John,
the
you
past.
played the new Star Wars game 2019 on resolution or performance? I don't know. I don't know which one was 2019 with the Jedi Fallen Order.
Probably was
No,
in
it
2019.
it was Fallen Order.
Yeah.
It's running out.
See, this is the resolution argument all again. What does it matter if you can play it functionally and smoothly on the resolution shit? See, we would go in circles on
No, I know.
the stupidity of this one argument. I could have a pretty picture on 720p as long as my game runs smoothly and I'm not having just like no NPCs with no faces or something. I think I'm fine.
Take it easy when we get back.
It was hard, but he survived. Let's look to the next mission.
Closing arguments. Should they look forward to a conspiracy version of the Kioma? If while you try to think of a good conspiracy thing.
Oh yeah. This is
Alright.
like GTA. It's basically Grand Theft Auto in the West.
Alright, and also, closing statements. Is BlackDGamer1 super dumb?
He's dumb and he don't know what he's talking about. He's dumb and he don't know what he's talking about. He's dumb and he don't know what he's talking about.
Alright, Libra, I need the Billy Madison quote for you before I end the stream, because that definitely applies to both of those
What
two
he
people.
just said is the most insanely anything I think he ever said. At no point in his incoherent response was he even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in the room is now dumber.
This game does a lot more. Oh shit. Is that
Okay,
how the
well,
standoff?
hold on. I've got to end the
No, it
thing,
wasn't.
so... you can ask John that on his end, because I'm about to end my side. So, have fun, y'all. I'll probably play Cage 3
Oh my
tomorrow,
God,
because
yeah.
I need a break. I just want to do a podcast, because apparently there is somebody that, just as the ending
Oh.
quote said from Libra, on anime. I'll see you all next time, or on Twitch on John's stream. Till then, see ya.